Hello, YouTube University students, and welcome back to Opa's Garage. And in the garage today, we are going to be doing an unboxing. And what we're going to be unboxing today is probably one of the most expensive one of these that you will ever see. It's definitely the most expensive I've ever seen. This is a rolling shop stool. If you go into any automotive repair shop, even if you go into most homeowners' garages where the homeowner works on his own vehicle, you will find one of these rolling shop stools. Some of them are like this one, where this little bar right here, when it's new, you lift up on that bar and the seat height would go up and down. It's got a little hydraulic piston back here. Some of them have like a little tool tray down here that you can put your tools and your parts. Some of them have 5 wheels. Some of them, like this one does not have the adjustable seat height. This one only has 4 wheels. But the one thing that does make these kind of dangerous is these little wheels down here are only about 2 inches. And let's say you have your common zip tie. That big end of that zip tie is probably not even 1/4 of an inch. But if it's laying on the shop floor, you're rolling along and that wheel catches the big end of that zip tie, that wheel stops, and now you have a biker down situation. And most of the time, it hurts your pride a little bit, especially if one of your coworkers sees you roll out of your chair onto the floor. You take a little tumble, you jump up, look around. Hopefully nobody saw you. If they did, they might laugh at you. But there have been situations that I personally have witnessed where I saw a guy go down one time and his finger got caught in one of the drains in the floor and it broke his finger. Another guy stuck his hand out as he was going down and sprained his wrist. Another gentleman, when he went down, he did tuck in a little bit, but his elbow hit first and he fractured his elbow. So they can be kind of dangerous. Now, the chair that we're going to be unboxing today is made by a company called Viper Chair. www.viperchair.com is their website. And this is probably, no, it's not probably the most expensive. It is the most expensive rolling shop stool that I have ever seen in my life. I am fortunate enough that I didn't have to pay for this chair. The company that I work for, I am a mechanic by trade, and they provide me with all the tools that I need to do my job in that shop. And we had a situation where we went to our manager at our facility and we told him that, hey, the chairs that we have, they're dangerous. We have large enough openings in our drains in our floor that the wheels on our chairs could get caught and it would stop the chair, and once again, now you have a biker down situation. So at any rate, let's go ahead and get this box opened up and take a look at this chair and see what makes it so expensive and exactly how expensive is it. Okay, so like I said, company www.viperchair.com. They did not send us these chairs. We purchased them. Our company purchased them. There's 4 technicians in the shop that I work in, and our company bought each one of us one. And my boss was nice enough to let me bring mine home to do this video and show the unboxing and then the assembly. And right there, it's made in America. All the hardware that they use, I believe, is all American. Robust Steel Max is the chair that we purchased for all of our technicians. Comes with very nice instructions. Almost look like blueprints. We got a 2-sided warning and safety pamphlet. It says, read all the instructions before the assembly. This includes strictly following all assembly instructions in the order which they appear. Let me just say this. Follow the directions. Read the directions. Follow the directions. You will be sorry if you don't. Children should never use this Viper chair unless closely supervised by adults. If you ever get one of these and roll it around in your shop, you will understand why. They're very fast. There's no other way to put it. If you go pushing yourself across the floor, you will be amazed at how fast this thing moves across the floor. Never stand on the Viper chair. Once again, these wheels, they roll really easy. So I can see if you tried to stand on this, you will definitely end up in a biker down situation. With all that being said, go ahead and continue the unboxing. And here we have what appears to be a stainless steel ring. It's got 5 little tabs that are nicely, appear to be TIG welded onto it. Get my own trusty pocket knife out. Evidently there's another box with some peanuts in it. We discovered when we were assembling the other chairs at work today that these are biodegradable peanuts. You put them in water and they basically disappear. These are the wheels that, like I said, they roll really, really nice, really smooth. Very nice wheels. I can't imagine what one of these wheels costs, but got nice bearings for the pivot. There are 5 of these wheels. This is the backrest. Now you can order these chairs without a backrest. We were fortunate enough to get backrests for ours, and I think that it was worth the extra money to get the backrest because the placement of the backrest on these chairs is right in the small of your back. It does give you somewhat of a back support if you're in a tighter area, so you don't feel like you're going to fall off the chair. Very nice stitching, very nice material. Got metal inserts in there for the screws to go into. Got nice big bag of mostly grade 8 hardware. I think there's some grade 5 hardware in there. Get that box out of there. That's for your backrest. You can see, I don't believe these are stamped. I believe these are laser cut and then powder coated. And then they actually cut little notches in the plate and put your weld there so that when the chair is fully assembled, you don't see any welding on the outside of your backrest support. Very nice little touch. Okay, this is your stool support. There's your stool pad. Once again, got nice stitching with a nice V. As I understand it, you can send your company logo to them and they will embroider your company logo on the chair, on the seat itself. They can also do it on the backrest. But very nice material. It's got nice cushion to it. Very soft on the tushy. So if you're going to be sitting on this thing all day, your butt's not going to be going, hey dude, get up and take a break, walk around for a little while. Once again, stool support. Now you'll notice that this has got what they call Acme thread. Instead of having a hydraulic cylinder in there, which those hydraulic cylinders normally, after a short period of time, those start failing and either they don't want to go up or they'll go up and then as soon as you put weight on them, they'll slowly go down. This style here, pretty much, you know, foolproof. You spin it, it goes up. It does have a locking mechanism so that once you get it to the height that you want, you can lock it at that height and it'll stay at that height. And then you got some more laser cut metal parts, which we'll see where these go. I know where they go, but I don't know exactly how to describe them other than they're They're the supports for the chair. You got a little tag right there. It says Viper chairs, U.S. patent pending, and it just has the website. So, like, once again, these are beefy. I mean, it's not chintzy little steel stamped plates. I believe that these are, at least the cutouts are actually laser cut. I don't think that these are stamped pieces. And then last but not least, you have this nice billet aluminum. You can even see the machining on that. And then this is the piece that has the threads for the chair to go up and down. Fits there, even though that doesn't spin, it's a good tight fit. So I'm probably not in the middle of the shot. I'll get over in the middle of the shot. But that fits good and tight in there. Even though this doesn't spin, it's machined very, very well. The next thing you need to do is get the instructions out. Get all the pieces out. Make sure you got all the pieces first and foremost. And then start assembling the chair. Okay, as you can see, I've got part of it assembled. I was going to video all this, but I noticed that the battery on the camera is getting low. But anyway, the very first step is to take these legs, and you want to take your smaller bolts and attach them. Attach all 5 of the legs to that aluminum block. Then you take these bolts, which are a little bit longer version of those, and you run it through. Once again, everything's just basically finger tight at this point. Now, as you can see, the next step is to put your wheels on. I can tell you that after you put your wheels on, you can go ahead and tighten them up. It's not a big deal. But this is where reading the instructions will come in handy. You will want to put your wheels on before you put this ring on, because if you put this ring on first, then the bolts that hold the ring on the legs will interfere with you getting that bolt up in through there to put the wheels on. And one of our technicians today discovered the hard way. So read the instructions. The next thing that you're going to be doing is you're going to be putting this ring on. They tell you to have everything upside down. The easiest way to do it is to one at a time stick the bolt through the ring. And just basically work your way around. Okay, so once you get those 5 bolts holding the ring in place, then instructions say to flip it over, and at that point you start at the very beginning, which is these bolts that go into the aluminum block. You're going to want to do this set of bolts that hold the legs onto or hold the legs to each other. And then you're going to want to do where the legs attach to the ring. Okay. The next thing is to put the insert into the aluminum block. You'll have 5 of these little screws that are Allen head. By the way, all the hardware is all SAE hardware. There's no metric stuff. I would not recommend using an impact on these. They don't need to be that tight. There's 5 of them. They're going into aluminum. So maybe one ugga-dugga is about all you need. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to attach our base to our seat with these 5 bolts here. Once again, don't have to go crazy, a little bit. And then you want if you bought a seat that has a backrest, you'll put your bolts in for your backrest support. Run those down, and then you'll put your backrest on. Again, snug them up. And basically that's the whole assembly process. Now, I would suggest you put some sort of lube on the Acme threads as you're threading it in there, just because those are steel. And that is an aluminum housing that they're threading into. And that's the long and short of it. Now, how much are these chairs? Well, you can see by the assembly process and the pieces that are used to assemble it that this is a very well built chair. I don't doubt that if you were to take that post out, that I could probably take my 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee and I could probably set that tire down on the center of that and it would probably hold it. So it's very well built. So anyway, this is the assembled chair, and I'm sure you can't tell that there's quite a drop off there going down into my drain from probably right here to the drain. There's a good ½ inch or so, and this thing rolls right over the top of that. There's a little bit of ice right here, rolls right over the ice. I should have thrown about a half dozen zip ties down on the floor to show you that it'll roll right over the zip ties and pretty much anything and everything else. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, these chairs are the most expensive chairs as far as a shop rolling stool that you'll find out there. This particular model is one of their higher end models just because it does have the backrest. But this particular model is, I believe, $579. They do offer more of a base model. It does not adjust up and down. It does not have the backrest. The one thing about the base model that it does have is a little tool tray on the bottom. But even that model there, I think the base model is like $400. And then they offer an all aluminum model that is, I believe, right around the $650 range. So is that a lot of money for a shop stool, a rolling shop stool? You bet it is. But then again, look at what you get for your money. I personally think that our company buying these chairs for all of us technicians was a wise investment for them. I think that it will save the potential of somebody getting hurt by, you know, the stool stopping, them falling off of it, bumping their head into a table, or, you know, hurting their hand, hurting their wrist, hurting their arm. I'm in my mid-50s. I fall off my rolly stool, I could break a hip. So we definitely don't want a biker down incident. Don't want Opal with a broken hip, won't be able to ride his motorcycle in the summertime. That's definitely a bad thing. So at any rate, yes, I do believe that you get what you pay for, and I do believe that you're paying for good quality craftsmanship here, and it is definitely worth the money. So with that being said, we're going to conclude the video, and until next time, y'all keep living your best life, and get on out in the garage and fix something. Or maybe get on out in the garage and put your new chair together.